Hi, I'm Lexi and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's video is my nighttime skincare routine. I'm super into skincare. I wash and do the whole Korean 10-step skincare routine twice a day, morning and night. And it's just like a really special time for me to like pamper myself because I'm one of those people that's like go, 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 go. Always doing something, can't even watch TV without 8 other projects in my hands at the same time. So I really enjoy my morning and evening skincare routine as a time to just sort of like pamper myself. And so I thought I'd do today's video about my nighttime routine. Obviously, it's like broad daylight. And some of these products you're actually not supposed to like put on your face during the day. So I'll probably after the video be going and washing my face off. But the daytime is when the good light is. So I'm going to be going through that today. And in honor of that, I have my pajamas on. So let's get started. The first thing I do is I put my hair back with like this thing. It's like a hairband and it's really pretty. It has a big bow on it and a little thing and some bows. It says Angelic Pretty. Who doesn't want this adorable bow on their head twice a day when they're washing their face? I'm also going to zoom you guys in a little bit. As you can see, I'm wearing makeup right now, and that's because I just go right in with my routine right from wearing makeup. I don't separately remove my makeup with like a special like makeup removing wipe or anything like that. The first thing that I do then is go in with my oil cleanser. Right now, my favorite, is this cleansing balm, oil-based cleansing balm. I have somewhat sensitive skin, so they make a bunch of different, like the one for dry skin, one for oily skin, etc. I use the one that's purifying. I just tend to react to things that have a lot of like fragrances or, I mean, I don't know. I react to weird things and I can never figure out what it is, so I tend to gravitate towards products that don't have a lot of like extra fragrances and stuff. So I go right in with this, and it's got a little scoop. It's a balm style, and I just put a little on my finger and just rub it all over my face. Now I'm gonna have to like get up and go to the bathroom to wash this off my face. I know some people use like a towel. I just rub it directly in, and then I just put my head over the sink and I just like splash like a gallon of water on my face and also on the counter and the floor. So I put like a towel down right in front of the sink before I do this. Now, normally I would go in and I just like rub this directly into my lash line, like gently, but I just get in there and it gets off all of the eye makeup. However, I have eyelash extensions right now. That is in preparation for my wedding. I want to wear extensions for the big day, and I haven't worn eyelash extensions for like 5 years. So I did like a test run, and I'm going to get them filled a couple times before the wedding because I'm trying to figure out exactly like what length of lashes and stuff that I want. But yeah, so I can't go directly in with the oil cleanser right on my eye, but because oil I think can kind of remove them, but I will be going directly in with the water cleanser. So this is the first step, the oil cleanse, and I just like really like to rub it in. This is like my favorite part. And I really feel like I'm getting in my pores. Okay, I've washed that off. I just splashed a ton of water on my face and just rubbed it. And now while my face is still wet, I'm gonna go in with my water-based cleanser. This is my current favorite water-based cleanser. It's like a foaming cleanser. It's got this green tea. Once again, it's like soothing for like sensitive skin or irritated skin, and my face gets irritated, like upset pretty easily. So I'm going to go in with this, and this one I will rub into my eyelashes because it's water-based. So I don't know, the lash lady said it should be fine to rub it, and I really get in there. Yeah, and just really rub this in. And I'm gonna go wash this one off again. Same way, just like splash a ton of water on my face. I don't use any sort of rough cloth. I don't use any sort of cloth for this step. I know that a lot of people have like makeup removing, like the magic eraser or whatever it is, that the cloth, and I've used that before. But I find that this is sufficient, and I find that it's just, I don't know, like more gentle. This is more gentle. Okay, so now I've got my face double cleansed, and I know that not everyone's into a double cleanse, but I find, especially if I'm wearing makeup, that it's really important because the oil-based cleanser really does a good job of getting all of the makeup off my face, but I find like it doesn't like clear out my pores of like the sweat and the dirt the way the water-based cleanser really can. I think that if I just do one or the other, it's not like my face is dirty, but I feel like if I do that, and it's fine like if I do it one day, but if for instance, I run out of this and then I don't use it for a week and I'm just using the oil-based cleanser or the other way around, I'll notice like my pores start to get bigger. I'll notice more, what are they called? Sebaceous filaments or whatever, like the buildup of oils in the pores on my nose. So now I was going to mention, this is kind of expensive. This is $24. And that is not objectively a lot to pay if something's going to last a really long time. But I go through this in about 2 months. So that is a lot. That's $12 a month just for one of my 2 cleansers. This is what I have been using. I think this product normally has a white cap on it, but I like put a black cap on it just because it was cooler looking. I don't know. Anyway, this is what I have been using. So this is my favorite, and I really feel like rubbing that like oil balm into my skin makes it feel really nourished and like plump, and I love it. But this does an okay job too, and it's way cheaper. I think the bottle is more. I think it's like $35, but this legit, I bought this last October, and I didn't buy this until like a month ago because I want my skin to be like the best it can be for my wedding. But normally like this is good enough, right? And this, I think, you know, there's this left and I've been using it for like 10 months. So this price-wise is way better. And I don't hate this. And this is also a Korean brand cleanser. I don't know if it's like marketed more at men because it kind of smells more like a men's product, but obviously skin is skin, right? It's good. And then the other, this is also, I want to say it's $12 and it doesn't last a terribly long amount of time. Plus it's like a lot of plastic. So I got this last year. This one is a balm, but it is a water-based cleanser. So I use this for the water cleansing step. And this is from the brand Juice to Cleanse. And I got this from SokoGlam as like my birthday gift last year. And it lasted a long time. I think it lasted like months and months. And I don't really like it that much because it's harder to wash off. So a lot of times I'll accidentally leave behind a residue. But it's good. It works okay. So usually my preferred is oil balm and then a liquid foaming water-based cleanser. But instead what I use is like, what I also use sometimes is an oil-based liquid followed by a water-based balm. So either one works. Now at this point, I can feel my skin drying out. I should have done this next step right away before my skin completely air dries. Like I pat it dry, but I don't try not to let it air dry, but whatever, I'm talking. So then I go in with this beauty water, the Sun & Park beauty water. This is like a toner. It also removes any last bit of like stubborn makeup near the eyes. I just use it all over, and I'll also use it like in my ear kind of as the last thing to kind of cleanse my ear. You know, that gets like clean in the shower, but it doesn't get like the targeted. I don't generally put my face wash in my ears. But it really probably, I don't know. Anyway, I just do it there because it like makes it feel extra clean. And I use these reusable cotton wipes from the website Marley's Monsters, which I was looking all over for ones, and I got a couple. I got some in the mail, and they're like thick. They're more like they feel more like a piece of towel, and it was absorbing too much of my toner. And I was going through the toner faster, so I found these, and it's literally just two pieces of flannel, organic cotton flannel sewn together. And it's kind of, you know, obviously using a disposable one is easier, and they're not that expensive, especially I always like cut them in half to make them go further, but it's just kind of wasteful. So I just wash these in a mesh bag in my laundry, and sometimes I'll iron them. Otherwise, you know, they just come out and they're wrinkled. That's okay too. It doesn't really matter, but sometimes I iron them for feeling extra. They come with like cute random patterns, so I like them a lot. The first 4 steps, the oil-based cleanser, the water-based cleanser, this toner, and then this next product I'm about to use, I do them morning and night. So those 4. And it's like the rest of everything after that changes between night and day. But like, let's say in the middle of the day, I'm going to go work out. I won't wash my face with the cleansers afterwards. It's just a little too harsh. if I know I'm going to work out, I probably won't have worn makeup earlier, so that's not a concern. But I will just skip the 2 cleansers and then just go right in with this. And I feel like it's, you know, it's beauty water, it's micellar water, cleansing water. People have like different names for it. And it can work as a really, like a cleanser. So I will put it on a pad and like really wipe my face down with that after I've worked out for like a midday cleanse when I don't need to do like the whole routine. But we're not talking about my daytime routine. We're talking about my evening routine. So that is what I do. And then I come in with Essence. Now, Essence can be many, many things. And I'm still confused by it. And I've been using it for years. The Essence that I use is pretty straightforward. I have like something on my face. Okay. The Essence that I use is, once again, I try to go for very like simple. It's basically hyaluronic acid plus a couple other things, but it's also one of those, it's free of parabens, alcohols, fragrance, and all that, and pigment. So it's very straightforward. I find it's very good for sensitive skin. I know some people have like a hyaluronic acid sensitivity. I don't seem to have that, despite the fact that I have sensitive skin. I just find this very soothing and plumping, and it soaks in to my face really well. It's the consistency, it's a little bit more viscous than a cleansing water, which is the viscosity of water, like a toner, but it's not like a true like serum-y thick thing. So I put this in. I really like putting this on my face. It just feels really good. And I even get it under my eyes. I'll put it on my neck. And yeah, and so if I have time, I'll let that soak in for a few minutes. You know, we all have our bedtime routines. We like close all the doors and windows and turn off all the lights and all this other stuff. So if I have a minute, I'll go do something else while this soaks in. But even if it doesn't, I can just go right ahead with the next step. So the next thing that I go in with is my eye cream. Now, my serums and stuff that I use at night are my most like powerhouse ingredients, and they're also like my most expensive products. The first thing I'm going to put on my eyes is a Ferulic and Retinol Triple Correction Eye Serum from Dr. Dennis Gross. This is absurdly expensive. I first got a little trial size. I think it was a Sephora Play Box. And like that was an incredible value just for that alone, because this bottle I think is $60 and it has 0.5 fluid ounces. This has 0.16 fluid ounces and the whole box was like $10. In fact, I just recently bought this off of Poshmark for like $5 plus, you know, $7 shipping. So it was like $12 or $13 after tax and all that, but it's still cheaper than buying like I think this is like $69 or $70. And this is a fourth of this. Actually, like a little bit more than a fourth. It's almost like a third of this size. So it's a really good value. These are floating around. They get sent out in beauty boxes and people sell them on Poshmark. If you are interested in this product, this is basically the only eye cream. This, and then I have a different eye cream for the day because this has retinol in it and you shouldn't use retinol during the day. Using these in combination, it's like the only time eye cream has ever really felt to me like it's been effective. I don't know what it is. For me, my skin, it works. It really, really works. When I started using those two, this is in the night and then a different one during the day, those two together, something about that, like I just, for the first time in my life, I noticed a difference. Now, because this has retinol in it, you have to be careful. Some people can't handle retinol. I use retinol. Despite the fact that I said I have sensitive skin, I'm able to use retinol fine. It's more that I'm sensitive to like fragrances and chemicals rather than like sensitive to strong ingredients, I guess. I don't know. Who knows? Sometimes I react, sometimes I don't. But this, if you read like the reviews on Sephora, some people have had problems with it making their under eye like get dry and peely just the same way with any other retinol product. But I love this. I love this. It's so good. I don't know what it is. But I'm getting down to the bottom, which is why I recently snatched up this sample when someone was selling it. I don't know if I did this just now or not, but usually I go above 2. I use eye cream all this whole area. I don't know if you're supposed to, and I didn't used to, but I've started doing it. And I don't know. I haven't had any negative side effects. So now the eye cream's in, then I use my retinol for my face. And currently what I'm using is Luna. This is incredibly expensive. I think this bottle was like $100, which is insane. But this is like legit a year's supply. I did use a smaller, like they have like a smaller size bottle, which is cheaper. But this is like economically better. Like you get more product per dollar, is what I mean to say. I do have, like, it does take me so long to use it up that I'm worried that it says 12 months and I'll be hitting 12 months, I think soon, but I've still got a decent amount. I think at the end it will have lasted me about 10 to 11 months. So I just put this on. It kind of makes your face glow. At first I hated the smell. Like, I hated it. It's very herbal. And that's my one thing I hate about this brand is that they put fragrance in. And I have been sensitive in the past to fragrances, but I tried this out and I didn't react. So there you go. I got a sample from Sephora. They let me get a sample. I walked into the store and they put like some in a little container and I enjoyed it. I know there are cheaper retinol products out there, so I don't think you necessarily have to use this. I don't know. It works for me and I'm afraid to change my routine, but I like it. Now I kind of like the smell. I like that because it's blue. I can see where I've put it, although that I know they do add color to it, which isn't good, but I don't know. I've had pretty good reactions. I've had pretty good results with this, so I'm going to stick with it. And for the $100 is a lot easier to swallow now that I know that it lasts me a whole year. The first time I bought it, I was scared. Wasn't really sure how long it would last me, but now it's kind of like my go-to. Sometimes that's almost the end of my routine. It depends on how my skin's been reacting, how my skin's been feeling. If I'm dealing with reacting to some stuff, I'll just leave it there. If my skin has been in good condition and I feel like it can like handle more, I go in with my lactic acid treatment. This is Sunday Riley Good Genes. This is my other like really expensive ingredient or product. And this is also one of those ones that lasts me forever. And I don't know. I don't think this is the only time I've ever bought this. I had a sample and I liked it. And then I bought this. I don't know that I'm going to repurchase it. I think I'm going to try to find something cheaper because it's not my, I don't know, it's not something that I feel like is hugely effective. Like I'm a firm believer in retinol, but this lactic acid treatment, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about, but my skin has been recovering lately from an unfortunate experience that I had. I went to a salon and had a microcurrent and my skin looked really good that day and then it's been angry for a month, but finally in the last week it's been looking better. But I've started to get some pimples because they just reinstated a mask mandate, so I've been wearing a mask again. So I'm going to try to it's fine. I'm going to try this out today. Also, it's the middle of the day, guys, so I'm actually going to wash this stuff off my face because I can't walk around with retinol on my face during the day. So anyway, I put the retinol on. I try to let it soak in for a few minutes, and then I try to go in with this if it's a day where I feel like I want it. I know some people have like astounding results. I have okay results. One of the reasons that I used it is because I know that it pairs well with this, and I really like this product, and I know that the makers of this intend this to be okay to put over this. Like the products combine well, whatever. So that kind of sucked me in. That's how they suck you in with these whole skin, like by getting a whole skin line, right? They get you with one good product, and then you're like, well, I know they're formulated to go together, but whatever. And then this is my last step. I use various products because I feel like night creams are something that I get a lot of samples of. In fact, right now I also have the Laneige one that I got. It's the Sephora birthday gift. So I got that. I know I've mentioned Sephora multiple times. I actually don't do a lot of products from Sephora. I get most of my products from either Nordstrom or SokoGlam or sometimes Yes Style. Now, I feel like I've mentioned Sephora several times right now because that's where like the Sunday Riley stuff is. I think it's also at Nordstrom. And my Laneige stuff, I was saying that's my Nordstrom birthday gift. Basically, my powerhouse ingredients that I use at night, I use Western skincare products because I feel like Korean skincare products are very nourishing, very wonderful. For the money, you get like really, really good products. I think your money goes further with Korean products than Western products, but I feel like they also aren't good at having like strong ingredients. So basically for my retinols, I go with Western skincare, and then they suckered me in with this, which I said, I don't think I'm going to continue buying. I think I'm going to try to find like a Korean brand. Also, it smells terrible. It smells like, I don't even know what. It was really bad, really bad. Anyway, it's supposed to smell like that though. I know it hasn't gone bad. I'm not the only person who I've talked to that hates that smell. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, for the evening, I do tend to, because of the retinol, because I don't find good retinol products in Korean skincare, I'm using Western brands, but pretty much everything else, I try to go with Korean brands. I just think they're formulated better. I just think they're more advanced in terms of their formulations, where they are with, I guess, skincare technology. Technology? Skincare, the science of skincare. And then I don't think that CeraVe is Korean. No, it's not Korean. I started using this because I decided I wanted ceramides in my routine. And at the time, my daytime my daytime serum did not have any in it. So I bought this to put ceramides in my routine. Now the serum that I'm using in the day does have ceramides. When I use this up, I'm not sure I'll rebuy it. Probably not rebuy it yet, just because I have a bunch of other like nighttime lotions that I could use. But for right now, this is really good. So yeah, in general, I'm a huge fan of Korean skincare products. Now, I get most of my skincare products from SokoGlam, and I'll link them down below. I want you guys to think that this is all just me trying to like show you products. Like, I don't think you need to use Banila. I think it's important to do a double cleanse, and I personally really like this balm, and it feels really like good rubbed into my skin, but I know it's not everybody. Some people would prefer a liquid. None of these products are like products that I think you should buy, but I will link them down below if you're interested. I buy them from, I also have like the refer a friend code for YesStyle. YesStyle's prices fluctuate wildly. So sometimes they're more expensive and sometimes they're cheaper, and they also take like a really long time to get to you. So even if it's more, $1 or $2 more expensive, I'll often order from SokoGlam because I know I'll get it in a week. Where if I order from YesStyle, it'll take like, it could take a month. But I mean, every once in a while they'll have sales where it's like, this will be $8 instead of $25. Then I'm like, oh no, I'll absolutely buy it from YesStyle. I also bought this bottle on Poshmark. Someone was selling it completely unopened, sealed in the plastic. And so I do a lot of that, you guys. I never realized how much skincare and makeup there was on Poshmark. And it's up to you how you feel about that. If you feel like it could be adulterated or tampered with. People sell it and people buy it, like used skincare products. I kind of support that. It's not going to waste. I usually just try to give some of mine to friends. It's kind of hard. Everyone's particular about their skincare though, so they don't necessarily want your toner or your essence. They've got their own thing that works for them. So I can't say that I don't support people selling it on Poshmark. I myself do not feel comfortable buying used products because I don't know. I'm just afraid that someone's going to use this up, fill it with like micellar, like a cheap micellar water or a different micellar water, and then say that they only used a little of it. And because this is an expensive brand, right? So I don't know. I'm too afraid. But I did buy this recently. I don't know where someone got it. Maybe they got it in some sort of gift box, but it was completely sealed in the plastic, all that. So like, look around for that stuff. It's out there. Surprisingly, it's out there. So anyway, this was my nighttime skincare routine. I do this pretty much every night unless I've gone out and I've had a few and I can't be bothered, but this is it for me for most nights. And this is it for me for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'd love to hear what you guys do for your skincare stuff at home down below. And I will see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Bye. Let's go.